Hello, I'm Green.
And I'm Purple.
And welcome back to Green and Purple. We're back playing Jack and Daxter today. Went back to the mountain pass since we opened up the yellow eco vent. So you come back here, there's going to be a rock up there in the top left, but I already shot it. I'm sorry. But then you can just go up in here, and you go, whoop, and then you got it.
And then you miss it.
And then you miss it, and you never get back to it. Caleb, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So, I think both of us...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, how's it feel?
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
You know what's weird? I never remember that we use Macintosh as the ending song. Like, we've been using it for a long time now.
Yes.
But I never remember it, and I always expect to hear the song we originally had. It's like,
Yes.
dun, dun, dun. And I always get to them, I'm like, huh, oh, wait. I don't know how many episodes I've edited since we changed it, but I just never remember it. What I was going to ask you, so both of us really enjoy classic games and old school games.
Yeah.
And I've been... First of all, it's annoying because I want to collect games a lot more. Because I like collecting, and, you know, obviously I enjoy video games, so it makes sense to collect classic games, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
And I don't have money.
Yeah.
Or, I'm doing alright, but I don't have money to just drop like $100 on one game or something.
Exactly.
And so it's like kind of frustrating because it's just like this game, like, ooh, I'd really like to have this game in my collection, but I'm not going to drop that much money on a game. And especially like collecting old consoles
Oh, yeah, that's...
is just even another level of expense. So it's frustrating because it's like I want to collect these things now, but I'm like, I'll just have to wait until I have a job that permits me to. Because, I mean, in the end, they really are just like frugal, not frugal, that's not the word I'm looking for, but like, like you can play Half-Life very easily on a modern computer, buy it on Steam for $10. I didn't need to come down here. I'm gonna go back to those guys. But if you want to own a boxed copy of Half-Life, because, you know, it's an important game and you'd like to have a box on your shelf, well, then now you're spending, you know, $70, $80. And it's like, you can't really justify that purchase as, like, a video game anymore, because, like, you already have an option to play it at a much lower cost.
Right.
So at that point, it's completely vain expense that you're just paying just because you want to collect it. And those expenses are a lot harder to justify, you know? Anyways, I spent $3,000 on hat. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the last one.
He's a power cell. Yeah, Dad. That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cell.
Okay. You clean us out. You bring us any more orbs, we'll have to give you something else. Jack's like, okay, I won't come back. But, Caleb, what are a couple games that, or systems, or just games memorabilia that you've always wanted but are either hard to find or prohibitively expensive?
One that comes off the top of my head is the very first Shantae game on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
that one? So did it...
Whoa!
Okay. So is it kind of hard to find nowadays?
No, it's really expensive.
Oh, yeah?
Like, the last time I looked, I think it was like $500, $600.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't think many Game Boy Advance games were that rare. Well, I mean, obviously, whenever I say hard to find or expensive, usually it's a combination of both. If it's really expensive, that means it's hard to find. And if it's hard to find, it's probably pretty expensive. But when did it was it like an early Game Boy Advance game, or
I can't remember, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was just because Shantae was such a, at the time that it released, it was so obscure and just out there.
Right, like they didn't know whether it was going to become a big deal or not.
And it did.
Right.
But yeah, just that one's gonna be hard because I have all the other Shantae games, but I don't have that one.
And is that one of the ones where you can like, can you buy it online, or is it only like, can you not even play it without having?
You have to emulate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it's not like on the Nintendo eShop or something.
not that I'm aware of.
Because like those are the type of games that like I really have trouble like justifying whenever it's like, I can buy this game for $10 here, or I can go on eBay and spend $80.
I think I know what I'm gonna go
I
with.
think I'm gonna go with this one now. Maybe whenever I'm a billionaire or something, then I'll come back and get this one. No, you stop it.
Let's see. Another one is I've always wanted a Sega CD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The little attachment for the Genesis.
Yeah, I've always wanted one of those, and I've always wanted a little game. It's called Popful Mail.
Popful Mail?
Mm-hmm.
Like mail is an M-A-L-E or
Yeah.
M-A-I-L?
Like the armor.
Okay. M-A-I-L then.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Popful boy. So I know what we have to do here is we have to get Yellow Eco and then come back up here quickly.
Yes.
To shoot it, but it's kind of tricky.
Tricky Dicky.
Indeed. It is indeed tricky dicky, Caleb. Well, I was just... Because I got the Diablo games recently. Well, Diablo 1 and 2. Diablo 3 you can still buy in stores.
Right.
But I got Diablo 1 and 2 on eBay recently. And luckily, like, they're not too hard to find these days. So they're not super expensive. Mm-hmm. Like, Diablo 2, I was able to actually find, like, a copy that was, like, still sealed in the box and everything. And it came with the expansion, too, and I got them together for only, like, $17. So it's really not that hard to find. Diablo 1's a little harder to find. It's, like, mainly because, like, Diablo 2 is kind of the series, or the game in the series where the series got really big.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there's tons of copies of Diablo 2 because it sold really well. Whereas Diablo 1 was still really successful, but not to the same degree.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's not as many copies of it. But still, I mean, I got it for like, I think like $30. So, you know, still not super expensive. But then there's like other games where I'm like, oh, I wonder how much this game would be if I'm like, nope, not gonna get it. That's $300. What's one game that like? Did I get
Then
it?
got
Yeah,
it. Nice.
So that's the secret one in this area. So Shantae, did you like know it was going to be expensive whenever you started looking for it?
Oh yeah, I knew.
Okay.
I knew.
You knew it was pretty rare.
But I didn't think it was going to be that expensive.
Right.
Like, here, let me check now.
Yeah, see what's the cheapest one you can find. Like, just the cartridge, not even the box. On the eBays. Yeah, let me check and see which ones we're looking for. Okay, so now we can go to Spider Cave and Lava 2. We'll go to Spider Cave. Which is where we just were. We're just going to go back.
Yeah, I was on the Game Boy Color 2002.
Windows Update, go away.
It was released on... Wait, hold on. That's something else.
That was a tab I thought I closed earlier. Also Shantae related, but you know.
Yeah, I was on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess 2002, that makes sense. Okay. So you said you have played all the other Shantae games besides that one?
Yes.
Okay. How many games are there? It's not like a super
No, there's not.
expansive
There's
series.
Shantae, Risky's Revenge.
What's the first one called?
Just Shantae.
Okay.
The second one's Shantae's Risky Revenge, and then there's Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, and then the most recent one is Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Okay, so there's only been, what, 4?
Okay, get ready for these prices. Oh my. It went up since last time. Then again, last time I checked, I was in middle school. Now I'm
Okay, well,
now
that's been a significant
now I'm
amount
in
of time.
college. You want to see the highest price I'm seeing here? $3,596.35.
Like sealed in box, I'm guessing.
I think it's just the probably most likely.
How much is just like if you just wanted to get the cartridge?
315.
What a bargain!
Oh yeah, no, yeah. If you want in the box, factory seam sealed,
Oh god!
3,800.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
but
would
they're
love to have so much money where I could just be like, yeah, sure, why not?
yeah, no, they're all pretty much ranging from the lowest being like around 300, the highest be going up to like the 3,000s.
I died.
Good job. Yeah, no. In other words, it's freaking expensive, man.
And there's certain games where you wouldn't even expect it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what game was it? Or like Half-Life, like I was mentioning earlier. Like, you wouldn't expect Half-Life to be that expensive. Like, it was a really successful game. And on the one hand, it's not because there's so many different editions of it.
Yeah.
So, like, you want the Game of the Year edition or Platinum edition or whatever. Like, they're pretty easy to find. I'm trying to figure out. I think you can, like, shoot these things. Oh, you're supposed to shoot the centipedes, I think. But if you want, like, the original version of Half-Life, it's still, like, on its own, like, over $100. Or, like, I know one that's real expensive. Doom originally was a shareware game, so, like, people were allowed to share just like the original floppy disk and copy them as much as you wanted to. It was free.
Correct.
But you could email it, or you could send before email was real popular. But
Back in the old days.
back in the olden days, they took the mail by horseback across the lands. You could mail in like however much money to id, and they would send you like the full game with all of the episodes in it. And like you can find tons of the shareware versions, and you can find tons of the Ultimate Doom, which was like the full box copy and shelves later on.
Yeah.
But like trying to find the original versions that you got from like mailing in are like you can't. I don't even know how expensive they go for because I've never found one. Like it's just like most people that ever had them want to keep them. Oh god.
Good job.
There he goes.
Good job.
But yeah, I'd love to get more into video game collecting if it wasn't so gosh darn expensive. But I mean, I guess that's kind of the whole point of collecting. If the thing you were collecting is really easy to find, it's almost not worth collecting, you know?
I started collecting D&D dice.
Oh yeah?
I
Well,
don't even use them. I just
just look at them.
yeah, I just like having them.
Well, I mean, you do use them, you just don't use them like exclusively.
Yeah.
You just kind of put them all together.
Kind of easy to share with everyone. It's like,
I
here you guys go, dice.
All the dice. Like I think I have 3 sets of dice. I used to have a 4th one, but it got lost whenever we were moving.
It happens.
But I have 1 metal set and then 2 of the, just the plastic set. Those are the 2 I'm using currently. Here, I'm gonna go over there, that way, and then we'll call it. So I'm gonna go get some of the yellow Eco first.
Eco.
Echo the dolphin.
No, I don't like that game.
You don't like Echo?
No, I've already talked about this.
No, you have, but
I don't like Echo the Dolphin.
I forget. Did you play the Dreamcast one or the Genesis one?
Both.
You didn't like either of them?
No.
Why'd you try the Dreamcast one if you didn't like the Genesis
Because
one?
Austin, gotta keep an open mind.
No. I hate this game. Ooh, a sequel.
Because you always gotta think, like, maybe they made it better, fixed it.
Okay, I'll give you that much. But still, that was just luck. That was no skill right there. I didn't know there was gonna be those down there. Just killed that mom and her babies. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, not at all. Not at all, my boy.
Oh, my boy. Have you realized how many different characters are called Old Man Jenkins on SpongeBob?
Oh yeah, so many.
There's like Cannonball Jenkins, there's Farmer Jenkins, Fisherman Jenkins, Old Man Jenkins in his jalopy, the Old Man Jenkins that Destiny eats. So many Old Man Jenkins. I read this BuzzFeed article is like pointing out all the Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah.
And like the promise of the article is like, we're going to reveal who the real Old Man Jenkins is. And I was like, I thought it was going to be something like the creator of the show said something, or like they went through and like figured out. But no, they just like at the end there's like, this guy is, and then they don't give any explanation.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why is he Old Man Jenkins? Why isn't the other people Old Man Jenkins? Just like, BuzzFeed. Oh, BuzzFeed.
Oh, BuzzFeed.
Okay, whenever we come back, more Jack and Daxter. Bye, everybody.
See ya.